Welcome to Swept Open. I am Aston and this is my YouTube channel. I am a Reiki master, a psychic, an intuitive card reader, and today I am bringing you the energy reading for October. So I will be pulling cards from Chris Ann's deck, The Muse, and intuitively reading them for the energy of October. So that is what we are here for today. So I'll just start by cleansing the deck. So I'm using Palo Santo to just cleanse the deck today. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would go and subscribe. If you feel like you get value from this video, it would be amazing if you could like and comment on it. These are normally exclusive to my newsletter list, but I think this month I'm gonna just release it to the public. So if you're watching this and you're in the public, I would love your feedback, and if this is something you would like every month. So they are normally exclusive. So if you want to sign up to my newsletter, you'll find the sign up on my website, which is sweptopen.com, or one word, sweptopen.com. So yeah, if you don't see these again, it's because you're not on my mailing list. I'm drinking a new tea. Don't know if I like it. Undecided on that one. Okay, so I'm just going to start by shuffling the deck. So I never know how many cards I'm going to pull. I just pull as many as I feel like I want to read. So just asking that I'm a clear, pure channel for the energy reading for October, and I'll receive the messages that are of the highest good for the collective, which is you. Alrighty. So I know on an astrological level, there is a lot going on. My friend Tara, she is a Vedic astrologer and she's all over that. So you can find her at Tara Lee. I'll link it below. It's Tara with 2 R's. But yeah, she knows everything that's going on. So there's a lot of planetary things going on in October. So I do know that. But other than that, that's all I know. And I try not to watch other people's forecasts or read it, just so that I can completely channel what comes through for me and not be swayed by other people. And also, this is the 4th of October, so hopefully I'll get this up tonight. But I am a bit late in the month, so but it's fine. It'll reach you when it's meant to reach you. We can do it. It's a weird voice. All right. Definitely pulled this before. This might have been the first card I pulled last time for September. So it's the message that I'm receiving from this. So even if it's the same card, it's not always necessarily the same message that I receive. But I feel like it's an awakening from that dreamlike state. So it's like you've kind of been floating through and maybe a little bit with your head in the sand and not really fully grasping what is your reality and just, yeah, existing in this dream space. And it's like you're now awakening from that and things are clearer and you're gonna be like, shit, I have to actually take action. Like it feels like it's one of those things where it's like you're awakening now and you're gonna have to act. Like you can't just keep going on the way you've been going on and keep doing the things you've been doing, because not that they weren't necessarily aligned, but maybe you just were floating through and you weren't actually doing things that you truly want to be doing, or you think you have been, but nothing is kind of coming through. And it's like you've just been in that kind of like dreamlike state that's like kind of like a zombie state where it's like it's not actually getting you anywhere. So it's like you're waking up from that state and you're realizing what it is that you now need to do and that you do have to actually take some action. So that's our first card. Let me pull another one. very similar energy with these cards, like very similar coloring, the flying and the clouds, like so similar. So yeah, again, like a similar message, like you've been floating through, but now that you're awakening, this is like the other side of it now. So you were in that space of just kind of floating through, and it's like you're gonna awaken now, and in this space, yes, you're gonna have to do some fucking work, and yes, you are gonna have to take some action. But this is where you get to fly, and you get to actually start to like realize what it is that you want. You already know what it is that you want, but it's like you know what you need to do now to get there, and you're willing to take the action. So if that's getting a coach or a mentor or asking very directly for what it is you want, it's no more fucking around. Like, you have to take the action now. I wonder if there's eclipses. I feel like there is as well in this month. I'm pretty sure October's the end of eclipse season. So I'm not 100% sure. Go check Tara's thing and she'll tell you. But if it is, it feels like that is going to be a very transitional space, that eclipse. And look, yeah, when you work out when that is, the eclipse, because I'm doing this live in the moment. Don't have the skills to edit yet, guys. Otherwise I could be like, yeah, I'm going to Google the eclipse. My computer's too far away. But that space, when that eclipse is, it feels like it's going to very much be like the version of you before the eclipse and the version of you after the eclipse. Like, there's just going to be so much clarity, and you're just going to be like, shit, I have to pull my head out of the sand and I have to actually do stuff. Like, stop fucking around and just do the things. That's that card. Let's see. Yeah. So this is the next one. And again, see how there's that break in the dominoes? I reckon that's the eclipse, if there is an eclipse. And it's like the lining up all the dominoes. This is just like straight line, like, yep, going through the motions, not really like doing much, just being like a bit of a robot. And it's like, oh yep, after the eclipse they're kind of like they go a bit tumbly downy, but like it's because that you've realized that you've kind of had this veil over your eyes and you haven't really been seeing your own reality and what you're creating in your world, and you haven't been taking responsibility for what you're creating. And you're going to become aware of that probably quite suddenly, and you're going to be like, shit, it's my own fault that I am where I am, and only I can change that. So it's about taking that leap then and actually doing something about it, and being brave, and just like, you just have to do something, even if it's just a little step and you're not sure. You really have to just start to do something, and something different, because you've kept doing the same thing. It's gotten you to where you are. So if you want things to be different, you got to do something different, and it's walking through a new doorway. It's choosing a new way. Even if your end goal is still the same, it's choosing a new way of reaching it and walking through a new door and seeing things in a new perspective. Do you like how I hum to you in between each one? Is that pretty? These are all similar messages, because I just said see things in a new perspective, and I feel like this as well. And the wings again, like, I hate saying that you're awakening, because I just, like, I know everyone's saying it and it just feels like so on trend right now to be like, oh, you're awakening. So I don't want to say it, but it's like, you're seeing things with a new perspective, and you're seeing reality for what it really is, and you're seeing the reality that you have created for yourself for what it really is, and realizing that you are in control of your life. And so where you are is based off the choices you have currently been making, and you get to change your perspective. You have free will, and you get to fly. She's got wings as well. You get to create exactly what you want. And I hear this often, and I fully believe this, that the desires that you have, the universe isn't giving you desires that aren't achievable for you. Like, it's not fucking with you like that. I'm swearing a lot in this one. If YouTube doesn't like that. Anyway, the desires that you have are given to you because they're for you. And if you can just get in alignment with that and start taking action, the universe is going to work with you to give you what it is that you desire. So, yeah, take that veil off. What is it? The wool over your eyes? You've had the wools over your eyes. So just remove that and start taking the action and seeing things differently. Oh, it's got the clouds as well. Yeah, I guess like that dream. I said the head in the sand or the head in the clouds kind of thing. Like you're just, yeah. Let's see what else. We'll do one more, I think. One or two, not sure yet. I don't think I've ever seen this card, which is really cool because I've been using this deck for a while. So this one looks like your little domino one. But this one is going to be about taking those little action steps now to lead to the big thing. So you've got your big vision, whether it's something you've been working on for ages or it's something new, no matter what it is in life. You want to buy a house, you want a new job, you want your own business. Like we all have our visions, we all have our thing that we want. And it just sometimes feels out of reach. But you've got to start taking those little steps. You've got to start to like climb the hill, and it's not always going to be easy. And I think that's the thing, like we give up when things feel a little bit hard, but it's like, just because it's for you and it's your path, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is always going to be easy and that you don't have to do hard work. Like you have to persevere, and sometimes you have to walk up that steep hill and you have to just take the little steps. Just because it's not feeling super easy doesn't mean that it's not for you. You have to sometimes persevere and trust and take the action. And you haven't been doing that. Like you think you have, but you got to do things differently. Is that our closing one? I think we have one more to close on. This is a nice one to close on. I like this. That didn't feel like a closing one. We'll never know how to angle these for the camera. So this is about incorporating all the versions of yourself and realizing that you don't have to be like this static being. So you don't have to just be one way. You can wear many hats. You can do many things. And this is about, as you see clearly what it is that, you know, you've been doing that's gotten you to where you are, you may have to put on a few other hats to get you to where you want to be in the meantime, that have not necessarily been something that you've thought about that you want to do. Like you may be wanting to change career or something, but it's like there's might be some steps in between that aren't exactly what it is that you want to be at, but they're going to get you closer to it. So if you're doing your own business, it might be getting that bridging job and using that as like a source of financing things. So don't see it as, oh, I've got to get a job, but seeing it as like, this is financing my business and the life that I am creating. So it's like seeing all the different aspects, seeing the different versions of yourself, and knowing that they all come together to create this whole version of you. And then there is just no one set version of you. Like you ebb and flow, and yeah, sometimes you have to try something different to get the end result, because what you've been trying so far hasn't gotten you to where you want to be. So try something different. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and head over and watch my Reiki healings. They're released every week on Tuesdays. They're amazing. And until next month, I hope you have an amazing month ahead. And hopefully there's an eclipse because we talked about it. I'm pretty sure there is. But yeah, until next time. Mwah!